getting on to the next round of the playoffs in as little time as possible. How important was that for you guys once that became a reality, a possibility for you guys to do?
Yeah, we wanted to play our best game of the series tonight. Going into the game, knew it was going to be a tough game. Close-up games are always really tough, and just proud of us for finding a way to win. Thought we did that throughout the series, and tonight was no different. So it's good that we can kind of heal up a little bit. Then we have a lot of time to prepare for the next one too.
Gordon, Celtics.com. First and foremost, how did it feel just to be able to kind of put them away back in your hometown or in this building?
Yeah, it felt good. Felt really good out there, and I thought tonight was a total team effort. Different points in the game, different guys stepped up, and to do it in front of friends and family was a lot of fun. So.
And when you look back at this series, I was just talking to Brad about this, but it felt like every game had its own story. You guys won in different ways. How important is it to be able to do that in the playoffs to have long-term sustainability?
Yeah, it's kind of what I was mentioning there. I thought each game we found a way to win, and it wasn't always the same. I think credit the Pacers, man. They fight and scrap and really physical defensively, made it difficult for us. We didn't get very many good looks, especially early on before we figured them out. And they're well coached, and they got guys that compete. And so we knew it was going to be a physical, tough series, and it definitely was.
John Corrales, MassLive.com. You seem to have a little something extra tonight. I mean, that first of all, the dunk that got wiped out by Baines' offensive foul, and then after you hit that three to put you guys up 10 the first time in the fourth quarter, you had something to say. What was behind all that?
Man, closeout game, and really wanted to win, and yeah, man, I think that's it. Just trying to be a competitor out there, and juices were flowing for sure. So closeout game.
And one more thing, Brad Stevens keeps talking about increments of 20 throughout the season. They gained 40 were better than 20, and 60 better than 40 and all. So now you're going to be getting close to game 100 soon enough. Do you think that's an accurate way to portray your progress?
Yeah, I think physically I feel way better now than I did at the beginning of the season. I think more than anything, though, just having the reps, having experience with this team, and getting a chance to play with these guys and start to figure out strengths and where guys like to be on the court, what they like to do in different situations, and vice versa. Same for them with me, learning how I play, what I like to do on the court, and how we can try to utilize all the weapons that we have. And so I think for sure physically it's been a slow progression, and still continuing to do ankle exercises, and it's trying to continue to strengthen that ankle. But I think more than anything, just like I said, having the experience, having the reps, getting the confidence back.
Gordon, Rebecca with TNT, talking to your coach yesterday, he said in 50 playoff games he's never been able to coach a sweep. So 51 games today. What does it mean to be able to get a sweep done for him, and also what it means for this team to be able to get some rest here?
Yeah, I think that shows you how tough it is to win in the playoffs, let alone sweep a team. And like I said, just proud of us for fighting and finding ways to win. Him and the rest of the coaching staff did an unbelievable job getting us ready each game with the game plans. I think that's something that always goes. Sometimes people don't look at that, but there are countless hours after the game, before the game, trying to figure out what they can do to help us out when we're out there on the court. And so the staff did a tremendous job, and credit to them for everything they helped us do, and obviously Coach Stevens at the helm of that. So.
You mentioned that obviously this was a total team effort tonight, but when you take a look at this series, different guys stepping up at different times, but moving forward, when your bench can step up and produce every single bench guy today in double figures, how critical is that to have that depth if you want to make a deep run in the playoffs?
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge for us to be able to have those weapons, and we got to count on everybody. And I think you said it, like different nights it might be somebody different based off of a matchup, based off of somebody's potentially a little banged up, based off somebody's just having a good night and somebody's not. I think that's where we can really be dangerous, is we've got so many different weapons, and being able to utilize everybody The playoffs are very physical and they can be very tiring, and so getting fresh legs in there constantly is huge for us.
Final two questions. First is Sherrod, please.
Gordon, this was a game where Kyrie just didn't have it going in terms of knocking down shots. Al, he also struggled. First time we've seen that in a series with both of those, neither one of those guys to get it going, and yet you guys were able to find ways to still get it done at both ends of the floor. Speak to what that means to this team to have a game in which, you know, two of your go-to guys just for whatever reason don't have it going, but you still find a way to win.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of exactly what I said. I mean, we've got a lot of talent and a lot of guys that can do different things. I think the game's not always just about making shots, and both of those guys do so many other things on the court to help us win basketball games, whether it's pulling two defenders, in Kyrie's case, sometimes three defenders, that allows other guys to get going, making the right reads. You know, Al defensively is always really good and making passes, and then same case with him, creating double teams and allowing other people to get going. So, you know, it's not always going to be everybody's night scoring wise, but certainly everybody can do everything they can to try to help us win, and those guys always do that.
And just going forward, Gordon, obviously, you know, that Milwaukee series is similar to where you guys were going to this game. What's going to be the key, regardless of who you play, for you guys to build off of this and take it even another step further in the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, they're a really good team, really well coached, and they're going to be a tough matchup, no doubt. It's going to take everything that we have, and that's why I think it's good that we finish this series. We can rest up, get ready for them, prepare, have some extra time there, because they're a really good squad for sure.
Final two questions. First, Kevin and Tim.
Yeah, Kevin Brockway, CNHI, Indiana. Gordon, you mentioned doing it in front of family and friends. Who did you have here, and how special is it every time you kind of come back here to, you know, where you started college?
Yeah, I mean, I actually had the opportunity to have my family here, you know, all three of my girls and wife, and so seeing them before the game, like, is amazing. And I know that they don't necessarily know what's going on, so they probably don't care that we just swept the Pacers, but they were happy. They got some chocolate bunnies this morning, and they got a chance to see me out on the court. So that's always great. And then obviously my mom and dad. And I think the cool part is so many people that I don't necessarily know, though, that have continued to root for me and been supportive of my career, from Brownsburg and obviously at Butler as well. So every time I come back here, I always have so much support, and I really appreciate that.